नमस्कार, रेडियो पाठशालामा तपाईलाई स्वागत छ। रेडियो पाठशाला मकवानपुरको नमुना विद्यालय आधुनिक राष्ट्रिय माध्यमिक विद्यालयसँगको सहकार्यमा रेडियो सन्देश 106.9 मेगाहर्जले तयार पारेको हो। तपाईँ रेडियो पाठशाला, रेडियो सन्देश 106.9 मेगाहर्ज, अनलाइनमा radiosandеш.com, मोबाइल एप्लिकेसनमा रेडियो सन्देश फेसबुक पेज र युट्युब च्यानलमा रेडियो सन्देश अनलाइन टिभीमा एकैसाथ सुनिरहनु भएको छ। आज रेडियो पाठशालामा सामाजिक विषय पढाउनको लागि आउनु भएको छ सुरज बुढाथोकी। विद्यार्थी साथीहरू कपी कलम लिएर तयार रहनुहोला है।
हेलो स्टुडेन्ट्स, नमस्ते, गुड मर्निङ टु यु अल। भाइ बहिनीहरूलाई आज अचम्म होला है, यो सरले आज के सुनाउनु भयो भनेर, होइन त। आज रेडियो पाठशालाको सुरुमा मैले यो धुन राख्नुको पछाडि दुईवटा कारणहरू छ भाइ बहिनीहरू। पहिलो कारण आजको पाठसँग सम्बन्धित छ यो, र अर्को कारण भनेको यो मेरो बाल्यकालसँग सम्बन्धित एउटा धुन हो। जतिखेर म सानो थिएँ त्यतिखेर हाम्रो देशमा एकमात्र रेडियो च्यानल थियो जसलाई हामी रेडियो नेपाल भनेर चिन्थ्यौँ, र बिहान बिहान सधैँ यो धुन बस्थ्यो रेडियो नेपालबाट, र हामी यो धुन सुन्दै उठ्थ्यौँ र आफ्नो दिन सुरुवात गर्थ्यौँ। र भाइ बहिनीहरू, आज मैले रेडियो पाठशालाको कक्षा 30-32 वर्ष अगाडिको रेडियो नेपालको यही बिहानी धुन सुनाउँदै सुरुवात गरेँ। सो माई डियर स्टुडेन्ट्स, I played this tune in the beginning of the class just to share my childhood experience with you and to prepare you for today's lesson. Okay, if I tell you this tune and all these things are related with today's lesson, can you make a guess? Very good. Today we are going to study about the communication, one of the infrastructures of development. That is our lesson today. All right. So I have played this tune of Radio Nepal to you to start the lesson communication. Okay, students, are you ready with your teaching learning material? All right. Now let's start today's class. First of all, let's talk about the definition of communication. What is communication? According to Wikipedia, communication is the act of conveying meanings from one group to another through the use of mutually understood signs and symbols. In simple words, you can say communication is the act of transferring information or ideas from one person or one place or one group to another person to another place and another group. That is communication in simple terms. All right. You can define communication as a process through which you exchange ideas and informations among yourselves. And students, you know, communication has become one of the most powerful tools in the modern age. Communication means information. Information means power. Information means money in the modern age. If you have got more information, you are more powerful in the modern age. It can make us wise and useful in the society. Because we have more information, we know our world better. Because we have more information, we are more useful to our society. Communication not only can make our life easier, but also communication can sometimes save our life. A simple phone call to a doctor in time can save the life of a person. Now, students, let's talk about the means of communication. Can you give me some examples of means of communication? Very good. You are right. Newspaper, telephone, radio, television, all these are the examples of different means of communication. All right. Now, students, let's talk about these means of communication one by one. First, we talk about its history, then we talk about its present situation. What was it like in the past? When did it start? Or who started it? And what it is like now? In this way, we will deal all the means of communication one by one. Are you ready? Alright. Students, in today's class, you will get many points. So, it's good for you to note them down. Now, let's start with newspaper. Do you know which is the oldest newspaper of our country? Right. It is Gorkhapatra. It was established in 1958 BS by the Prime Minister Dev Shamsher. In the starting days, it was not a daily newspaper. दैनिक प्रकाशन हुने पत्रिका थिएन यो. At the time, it was a weekly newspaper. It was published once a week. And only after 2018, it became a daily newspaper. Alright? After 2018 BS, it became a daily newspaper. Now, you know, it was started by Dev Shamsher in 1958 as a weekly newspaper. And for a long period of time, Gorkhapatra was only the source of news for the common people. गोर्खापत्र सम्बन्धी आफ्नो अनुभव भाइ बहिनीहरुसँग म शेयर गर्न चाहन्छु है त. कक्षा 10 को अन्तिममा लिइने परीक्षालाई एसईई भन्छौं अहिले. पहिला यसलाई हामी एसएलसी भन्थ्यौं. एसएलसी को नतिजा प्रकाशन हुन्थ्यो र त्यो नतिजा प्रकाशन हुन्थ्यो गोर्खापत्रमा. गोर्खापत्र काठमाडौँमा प्रकाशन हुन्थ्यो र हेटौडामा गोर्खापत्र आइपुग्नलाई 6 देखि 8 घण्टा लाग्थ्यो. र हामीले गोर्खापत्र काठमाडौँबाट हेटौडा कहिले आइपुग्छ भनेर कुरेर बस्नु पर्थ्यो. जब हेटौडा आइपुग्थ्यो अनि मारामार गरेर गोर्खापत्र किन्नु पर्थ्यो र त्यसमा हामीले आफ्नो नतिजा खोज्नु पर्थ्यो. त्यो अवस्था थियो हैन. अब अहिले भाइ बहिनीहरुलाई कति सजिलो छ. एसई को नतिजा प्रकाशन हुने बित्तिकै मोबाइलमा भाइ बहिनीहरुले आफ्नो सिम्बल नम्बर टाइप गर्छौ र तुरुन्त आफ्नो पर्सेन्टेज, आफ्नो जीपीए सबै त्यसबाट थाहा पाउँछौ. यसले पनि के देखाउँछ भन्दाखेरि सञ्चारको क्षेत्रमा हामीले ठुलै फड्को मारिसकेका छौं. Do you know? Now 189 newspapers are published every day. See the difference? According to the Press Council of Nepal, there are 3,865 registered newspaper in our country. And in the same way, if you talk about the newspaper of our hometown, there are altogether 5 newspapers which are being published from Hetauda every day, like Saja Kura, Hetauda Sandesh, Samriddha Samaj, and others. These are local daily newspapers, and there are also national daily newspapers like Kantipur, Gorkhapatra, Annapurna Post, Himalayan Times. All these are national daily papers, and these newspapers are bringing news from our country and giving us information from around the world. They are helping us to be updated, and they are also helping us to know what's going on in the world in the present time. Now, in the present time, there are different online newspapers. My dear students, I hope you know about these newspapers. अब अहिले त घर बसी भाइ बहिनीहरुले आफ्नो मोबाइलमा, ल्यापटपमा पनि आफ्नै देशका विभिन्न खबरहरू र देशभन्दा बाहिरका खबरहरू पनि मोबाइलमा, ल्यापटपमा घरै बसी पनि पढ्न सक्छौ. अनलाइन पत्रपत्रिकाहरू छन् अब. There is e-Kantipur, there is e-Gorkhapatra, there is BBC News, there is Jana Astha, there is online Khabar. All these newspapers are online newspapers now. They are available in your home. You don't need to go to market to buy them, and you don't need to spend money, you don't need to spend time. You just can read them at your home, just with the help of internet service. Okay students, after talking about newspaper, now let's talk about radio. Do you know which is the first radio of our country? Yes, you are right. The first radio service of our country is Radio Nepal, and it was established on 20 Chaitra 2007. After democracy was established in our country, radio was also established. It's easy for you to remember. Alright? The first radio service of our country is Radio Nepal, and it was established on 20 Chaitra 2007. And the slogan was Naya Nepalko Samabesi Awaz. Do you know slogan? नारा. त्यतिखेरको रेडियो नेपाल स्थापना हुँदाखेरिको नारा थियो नयाँ नेपालको समावेशी आवाज. And Radio Nepal was the only source of news and information to Nepali people for a long period of time. And later on, FM channel was established. It established in 2052. The first FM channel of our country is FM Kathmandu, and it was established in 2052. So you see, in 2007, the first radio was established, and in 2052, our first FM channel was established. Now, in the present, we have numbers of radios and numbers of FM channels. If you talk about Hetauda, in Hetauda also we have got 12 FM radios. And dear students, now you are learning in Radio Pathshala in Hetauda Sandesh FM 106.9 megahertz, right? Now, my dear students, after dealing about the development of radio service in Nepal, let's talk about the postal service in Nepal. Do you know postal service? Hulak Seva? Okay, now let's talk about postal service in Nepal. Nepal Postal House was established in 1935 BS. It was called Nepal Hulak Ghar, and it was established in 1935 BS. Before Nepal Postal House or Nepal Hulak Ghar was established, the service of taking message from one place to another place, from one people to another people, was only available to kings or rulers. It was not available for the common people. But after Nepal Post House was formally established in Nepal, now common people were able to send messages to their relatives, to their families, to their friends who are far from them using this service. Alright? And later on, in 1939 BS, the first postal stamp was published. पहिलो हुलाक टिकट प्रकाशित गरेको 1939. नेपाल हुलाक घर स्थापना भयो 1935 मा र पहिलो हुलाक टिकट प्रकाशित भयो 1939 मा. Alright? And much later, when internet was introduced in Nepal, people started to send message or receive message using Yahoo or Messenger or email. And if you talk about the present situation of exchanging messages, there are several apps which we are using. The most common form is Messenger. The next one is WhatsApp, Imo, Viber, Gmail. Through all such different means, we share our messages with one another. We are able to contact people from around the world in an easy way and in a faster way. And students, because of development of these tools of communication, these means of communication, the world has become small. Now you can talk to people living anywhere in the world just with a few clicks in your mobile or in your laptop. Now you are able to connect with people around the world. Not only you can exchange your messages, but you can see them live. You have the facility of live chatting. And students, I hope you are using these facilities every day. Maybe your friends, families or relatives live far away from you in a foreign country, and you talk to them through Messenger, through Imo, through Viber, through Skype, right? So now in the modern time, it has become quite common. Now it's quite clear, right students? Now it's clear that the life has changed. Due to the development in the field of communication, our life has changed a lot. It's not like in the past. In the past, what did people do? They wrote a letter and they posted it and they hoped that the letter had reached to their friends, families, or relatives in time. But now you are able to send or receive messages instantly. Just with one click, you are able to send or receive messages from people who are very far from you. पुराना दिनहरूमा सुरुमा चिठी लेख्नु पर्थ्यो र त्यसलाई हुलाकमा गएर हाल्नु पर्थ्यो र आशा गरिन्थ्यो त्यो चिठी हाम्रा आफन्तहरूले पाउनु भयो होला समयमा भनेर। तर अब अहिले अवस्था धेरै फरक छ। अब अहिले तपाईले पठाउनु भएको मेसेजेसहरू तपाईको आफन्तहरूले पाउनु भयो कि भएन भनेर तुरुन्त त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ सिन भनेर आइहाल्छ। र अहिले मलाई लाग्छ सञ्चारका विभिन्न साधनहरू मध्येमा सबैभन्दा बढी प्रयोग हुने भनेको मेसेन्जर र जीमेल नै हो। साधारण मानिसहरूले पनि मेसेन्जर सजिलै चलाउन सक्छन् भनेदेखि जीमेलले हामीलाई थुप्रै सुविधाहरू दिएका छन्। त्यसैले गर्दा यी दुईवटा सञ्चारका माध्यमहरू धेरै नै चलनचल्तीमा छन्। Messenger is widely used because it is very simple to use. A common man also can use Messenger easily. And another one most common tool of communication has become Gmail in the modern day. Do you know Gmail? Yes. You use Google to send and receive messages. That is Gmail. In the modern time, people use Gmail to exchange messages. And students, do you know Gmail has become quite popular in the modern time? Do you know why? It's because Gmail has offered us a variety of facilities. So it has become quite popular now. It has given us facilities like grammar suggestion. While you are composing email, if there is any kind of grammatical mistake, it finds it and it corrects it. There is auto correction facilities in Gmail. While composing email, you might make some mistakes and those mistakes can be grammatical mistakes or spelling mistakes and it can correct it. There is auto correct facilities in Gmail. And there is another facilities called spelling suggestion. While composing email, if you make some spelling mistakes, it is corrected. It is auto corrected by Gmail. Gmail will suggest you spelling. This is a smart composition facilities given by Gmail to us. And you can send your email to multiple receivers just with one click. You compose one email and you can send it to multiple receivers at once. And sometimes you send email and later on think that you shouldn't have sent it. In that situation, you can use the facility of undo send. Do you know undo send? You send your email and later on you realize that you shouldn't have sent it. And at that time, you can do undo send. When you do undo send, your email is back with you, not with your receiver. And sometimes you might receive lots of email and you have no time to read them. You are not free to check them. At the time you can do snooze email. There is one function, snooze email. And when you use it, you can read your email at the time of your interest. So now you know, because of all these different facilities of Gmail, it has become quite popular in the modern time. In the past, there was an age when you wrote letter and hoped your friends and families have received it. You live in that hope. But now you can see them on your screen, you can talk to them, you can share messages, you can compose email and send them to multiple receivers. You can do several new things with the help of these new tools of communication, right? So all these things shows our development in the field of communication, how far we have come. You can easily know about it. It's really amazing to see the development of our communication from the Nepal Postal House to Gmail. Now students, let's talk about television. Can you tell me which is the oldest television of our country? Right, you are right. It is Nepal television. It is the oldest television of our country. It started its regular transmission from 2042, Mangsir. In today's class, I am giving you so many new things. So, students, I hope you are writing them. Now you know the first television of our country started from 2042, Mangsir. And the slogan was Communication for Development. विकासको लागि सञ्चार भन्ने नाराका साथ नेपाल टेलिभिजन सुरुवात गरिएको थियो 2042 सालमा, right? And at the time, if I remember correctly, Nepal television was transmitted only a few hours in the morning and a few hours in the evening. It was not a 24-hour channel like that of now. But now it has become a 24-hour channel with several sister channels and HD quality. Do you know sister channels? Right. It's like branches. Now Nepal television has become HD. We all know it. And also we know it that there are several sister channels of Nepal television like NTV Plus, NTV News, NTV Koholpur, NTV Itahari. All these channels are in HD. In this way, you can see, students, Nepal television has extended its facilities, its service area. In the present time, our country has got 117 licensed TV channels. We can watch anyone we like, and we have hundreds of other TV channels from around the world. Sometimes we watch national TV channel, sometimes we watch international TV channel. We have so much choice now. Even our city Hetauda has got its own TV channel. You know it. That is Team Television. Now you don't have to watch just one channel like we used to do in the past. There was just NTV and we didn't have any choice, and we didn't have the choice of time. It was only in the morning and in the evening, a few hours in the morning and a few hours in the evening. But now you have hundreds of choice of TV channels. You have a choice of time. You can watch any channel anytime you like. So this shows the development in the field of television. You can watch different channels 24 hours a day. They are available there. You can see them in high quality. After television, now let's talk about another means of communication, that is telephone. Now let's talk about the first telephone service of our country. The first telephone service started in 2005 BS. It was called Mohan Akashvani at that time. In 2005 BS, telephone service of our country started formally, and it was called Mohan Akashvani because at that time Mohan Shamsher was Prime Minister. And if you look at the present situation of telephone, you can see that telephone also has come a long way. There has been a huge development in the field of telephone as well. Now we have got 6 telecoms in our country, like Nepal Dursanchar Company. It has got both landline and mobile services. There is another one, Ncell Private Limited. It has only mobile service. There is another one, United Telecom Limited. It has got telephone and mobile service both. In number 4, there is Smart Telecom Private Limited. It has got telephone and mobile service both. In number 5, there is Nepal Satellite Telecom Private Limited. It has got telephone and mobile service both. And there is STM Telecom Sanchar Private Limited with VSAT technology. So in this way, now we have got 6 telecoms in our country. Now all these descriptions can help you understand the development of telecommunication in Nepal. We have really come a long way from Mohan Akashvani to now with 6 telecoms. A recent survey has also presented that more than 4 crore SIM card has been distributed by these companies. Our population is only around 3 crore, but 4 crore SIM card has been distributed. This means that one person has taken more than one SIM. So just 2 days ago, Nepal Telecom has brought one policy. Now a single user can't buy or have more than 2 SIM cards. There has been now change in the policy of Nepal Telecom. A single user can't have more than 2 SIMs. And let me tell you one another recent news of our district. There is Kailas Village Council in the north of Makwanpur district. And in the present, the village council has decided to provide free Wi-Fi services. There will be free Wi-Fi services in that village council in the next year. They have decided certain places where they are going to provide free Wi-Fi services. So all these things in the development of communication shows that our country is making a good progress in the field of communication. Now it is the age of ICT. Do you know ICT? Yes, information and communication technology. Now the people have understood the importance of ICT. They are more and more giving emphasis, focus to ICT. Now people want to connect with the outer world through mobile, through laptop. They want to have access over internet. In several villages you can see now there is access of internet. Internet is a world. Internet is a window which gives you opportunity to take part in the different activity of the world. So in the present situation, internet has become a power. एउटा मोबाइल फोन र इन्टरनेटको सहायताले एउटा व्यक्तिले विश्वलाई नै आफ्नो मुट्ठीमा राख्न सक्छ. It's a kind of tool which can help you for your all-round development. Do you know all-round development? चौतर्फी विकास. एउटा व्यक्तिको चौतर्फी विकासको लागि इन्टरनेट नभई नहुने वस्तुको रूपमा अहिले स्थापित भइसकेको छ. अहिले आधुनिक युगमा बिना इन्टरनेट हामीले हाम्रो सम्पूर्ण पक्षहरूको सही तरिकाले सही गतिमा विकास गर्न सक्दैनौं. Now let's talk about the role of communication in education. Yes, communication also plays a great role, a vital role in our education. In your school education, you might have seen several items of communication being used by your teachers. You might have seen your teacher using laptops, mobile phones, internet to teach you effectively, to make the teaching learning environment more effective, more interesting, more meaningful. Your teachers are using these tools. You yourselves are aware about its importance, right? कक्षामा किताब मात्र हेर्दै ब्ल्याकबोर्डमा हेरेर सरलाई सुनेर पढेको बढी प्रभावकारी हुन्छ कि हैन? ल्यापटपबाट सरले प्रोजेक्टरमा देखाइदिनु भयो भने र त्यहाँबाट प्रोजेक्टरबाट हेर्दै सुन्दै लेख्दै गरियो भने त्यो बढी प्रभावकारी हुन्छ. भाइ बहिनीहरुलाई सो कुरा थाहा छ हैन त? हामीले जब आँखाले चित्र देख्छौं, प्रोजेक्टरमा सुन्छौं, देख्छौं, हामीले छिट्टै त्यो कुरा बुझ्छौं र हाम्रो लामो समयसम्म दिमागमा त्यो कुरा रहिरहन्छ. As I told you in our last episode of Radio Pathshala, government is planning ICT friendly schools, and in the same way communication can help you to show your presence in the whole world. You can be at your home and you can be available in the international platform just with the help of a mobile phone and internet. A sick person from a rural area is getting medical counsel, is getting medical attention from a doctor, from an expert who is living very far away from him, right? बुझ्यो कुरा? एउटा काठमाडौँमा बस्ने डाक्टरले एउटा दुर्गम क्षेत्रमा बसेको बिरामीको उपचार गर्न सक्छ यदि त्यहाँनिर सञ्चार हुन्छ भने. सञ्चारको सहायताले नै काठमाडौँको डाक्टरले जुम्लाको, हुम्लाको, कालीकोटको बिरामीहरूलाई काठमाडौँमा नै बसी उनीहरूलाई उनीहरूकै स्थानमा स्वास्थ्य परामर्शहरू दिएर उपचार गर्न सक्छ. And because of communication, now we are able to take school education to your home, right? Now you are studying with the help of Radio Pathshala, with the help of online classes, Zoom classes. Now lots of alternative ways of teaching, learning is being used, right? And all this is possible due to the communication facilities. Now the concept of parents also have changed. अभिभावकहरूको अब आईसीटी प्रति हेर्ने धारणा पनि परिवर्तन भएको पाइन्छ हैन भाइ बहिनीहरु. In the past, your parents might have told you not to use mobile or laptop, but now they are telling you to use mobile and laptop for your study. If you can utilize these tools properly, then you can surely bring name and fame for yourselves in a short period of time. You can earn money, you can earn good name with the help of these tools of communications. Computer, mobile phone are not bad. They can be your friends, but you need to know how you are using it. You need to know how you use them in a proper way. From all these examples, you now know that this is the age of ICT. If you move with it, it's good for you. If you can't move with it, then you fall behind, right? No matter where you live, no matter how old you are, but the most important thing in your life is you need to know the right use of internet. You need to know the right use of your mobile phone or laptop. It can take you to the top of the world. You might have heard about young billionaires. In their young age, they have made some new applications for computer and they have earned so much money, they have earned so much name. Now they are young billionaire. They are popular as well. They are loved by youths. So all these things show that with the help of available means of communication, you can live your dream and you can become icon for the new generation. Okay, students, with this now we have come to the end of today's class. And tomorrow we have got Adhunik quiz. Don't forget to participate. All right. See you in next episode of Radio Pathshala. Till then, be safe and keep your family safe. Bye-bye.
हस्त विद्यार्थी श्रोता आजलाई रेडियो पाठशाला यति नै। रेडियो सुनेर साथ दिनु भएकोमा तपाई सम्पूर्णलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद। भोलि फेरि रेडियो पाठशालाको साथमा उपस्थित हुनेछौं। रेडियो पाठशाला तयार गर्न सहयोग गर्नुहुने विद्यालयका शिक्षक सुरज बुढाथोकीलाई धन्यवाद र रेडियो सन्देश 106.9 मेगाहर्ज का प्रविधिबाट सहयोग गर्नुहुने प्राविधिक साथी सुरेश गुरुङलाई धन्यवाद दिँदै आजको कार्यक्रमबाट सम्पूर्ण पाठशाला टिम बिदा हुन्छौं। नमस्कार।